and have fun. Call Pharmacy Shop 24/7 to get generic versions of Viagra or Cialis for as little as $2 a pill, plus free discreet shipping.
800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. 800-627-3988. That's 800-627-3988.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395. 800-709-4395.
Serving Johnson County, Texas. Joco Community Radio.
I like getting up and dancing.
Right? Who picked this lead-in music?
That would be me.
That was Ron Phillips.
That would be me.
Welcome, everybody, to another edition of Joco Business Connections here on Joco Community Radio. I do know who I am and what I'm doing. I think so. My name is Tiffany Carlin. Nona Reed is at the table, and we have a wonderful guest joining us today, Mr. Ron Phillips.
Good morning. Good morning.
The man of many faces and voices. If you recognize his voice, you may have heard him on a few commercials.
I'm on commercials. I'm on show intros. I'm on different shows. Yeah, it's what I do.
Yeah, it is what you do.
Well, it's one of the things I do.
Yes. Romika Designs is one of your other businesses that we're going to talk about too. But we're going to talk about all of your business, and we're going to talk about branding and just give whatever interesting and cool advice that we can. Interesting. I mean, I don't want just interesting advice. We want to help people.
Sure.
Right. So we've got a lot of entrepreneurs and small businesses here in Johnson County.
So perfect.
Yes. So if you're joining us via live stream on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, then you have the pleasure of seeing there are some really cool things that are on the table here. And we most definitely want that to happen. So I'm actually going to give us a close-up cam here. When I'm not talking and I can concentrate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not doing a spectacular job at it, but I am trying. So welcome, Ron, to the table. You are not a stranger to it.
No.
We appreciate you joining us. So you and let's talk. Can we talk history first? Like where?
Yeah.
Where in the business realm, and I don't know how far back you want to go.
I was born in Fort Worth, Texas.
I know, that was exactly where I thought you were going to go to.
Actually, I'm a native. So yeah, I mean, I was born in Fort Worth, but grew up in Burleson here. And my dad was a police officer here in town. All the years I was growing up, my stepmother was the city secretary for 20 plus years here in town.
Yeah, which was so interesting that we had that conversation. I was like, what? Yeah. What do you remember? What years to what?
early 70s to probably 2001. Jean Phillips and then Jean Walker.
Yeah,
was her name. Yeah,
so crazy.
Yeah, after her and my dad divorced in 95 or 96, she was still here for another 6 or 7 years. Pretty well known. I mean, she was a great city secretary. But I enjoyed growing up in this town. I rode on Saturday nights with a lot of the police officers in this town just because that's what I wanted to do. Didn't know I was colorblind when I was riding with them. But then after I got ready to go into the military, that's when I found out. And
so are you full on colorblind?
I can see colors.
You can see colors.
I'm not black and white. Great.
Okay.
No, I can see colors. I'm just a red-green deficient, which was enough to keep me from passing the color vision tests.
Yeah. I don't know if Todd's ever told me if his is like a red-green deficiency. All I know is he cannot tell between brown and green.
That's me.
And
it's the
black
shades.
and blue.
What happens if you're at a light?
No, lights are different because lights are lights are top and left, right?
Oh,
for red, right?
You're right.
But But
Had a little blonde moment there.
and that's the question we get all the time is how do you can tell whether there's a red light? Well, it's because
Well, good. I'm glad I'm not the only
that red,
thinker.
that red, that yellow, and that green are
Are
colors
in their
that we
spots.
can see.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
they're in their spots, but they can see. The one I struggle with is the flashing light, the single flashing light
Okay.
over an intersection.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's red, always look for a stop sign.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
There you go.
For all, most people who are
Awesome.
colorblind know how to figure that out. But,
Wow.
Yeah.
so
And I'm his isn't
interesting.
like to that depth, but
Yeah.
I mean, I still have to, after 23 years to 22.
you still have to dress him. That's why I wear black most of the time.
No, I don't have to dress him. It's just still, he'll still argue with me. He'll ask me, okay, is this a blue sock?
Yeah.
Are these blue or are these black?
Yeah.
And I'll say they're black, and he'll go, "Are you sure?"
You got to hold them under specific light. I've done that too.
I'm like,
and you can tell
we've been doing this for 20. We've been doing this damn sock color dance for 22 freaking years.
Yeah.
And you ask me, I tell you, and then you question me. Like, so that's
That's
Well,
normal.
just
how it
buy
works.
only black, and then you never
That's
have that
right.
question of
That's
blue
what
and
I'm
black.
telling you. That's what I do. It's what I do.
He's got cool socks.
I know.
So,
I know.
but it's not, it'll come down to the suits too. Is this
Yeah.
the right matching thing?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mhm.
so
I
you didn't
spent-
become a cop.
I did not become a cop. I did spend all my years at Burleson High School, and met a lot of good people, a lot of good friends I still talk with today. Was in ROTC in high school and then went on into the Air Force after that, packed parachutes for several years and then became a drill instructor, what the Air Force calls a training instructor, for 5 years.
Mhm.
And it burned me out. So I ended up getting out of the military after that, went into information technology and computers, did that for a full career. Kind of still do it a little bit now. But then got into radio. I was in radio a little bit when I was stationed in North Dakota in the 80s, late 80s. Was just a disc jockey for a top 40 station. And then I did voiceover work for many years, got really back into it in 2012, and it just morphed into radio stations. So I've got 3 radio stations, and then plus I kind of engineer here. So I enjoy it.
You
It's what I-
Kind of.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not a kind of. It's he does.
Yeah.
No, I
You're a huge
I
part of the
I
radio
support-
station. Yes.
I support because you know how to do it too. But
Yeah. I mean, I do. I mean, there's still a few things that I need to learn from you, but that I've chosen to just go,
not.
okay,
just
I
let
don't
him-
have
let
time
him
for
do it."
that. Ron's on it.
That's right.
So why would I?
But I became a consultant for an IT company out of Tulsa, Oklahoma in 2012. And then that kind of ended when COVID came around.
Mhm.
And my wife and I decided, you know what, we want to do something, kind of get something started that once we do get into our retirement years, we'll have something that we could just keep us busy. And so we found that we both wanted a laser engraver.
Mhm.
We had been to many shows that had, conferences and shows that had these things, and I'm just intrigued by them.
Mhm.
So we bought a large laser engraver, laser cutter, started a company, and we'll talk about it during the branding part. But we started a company called Romika Designs. We run it right here out of Burleson, and
And it's ROMIKA.
ROMIKA designs.com. Mhm.
Okay. I want to get that
Yeah.
out there real quick so people can,
Yeah.
if you're following along on the radio, you can go ahead and head to romikadesigns.com and check out the products
Some
while
of
we're
it,
talking
yeah.
about this.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there, but there's also a lot of stuff that we do that's not on the website specifically yet, because we're primarily a custom design
Mhm.
company. So we can do almost anything.
Whatever you want.
If something sparks an interest, call us and go, hey, can you add this, or can you remove that, or can you change it? Absolutely, we can. And we get that a lot on some of the products that we do now.
Yeah. So hold something up for the camera for, I'm going to,
Want me to, or oh, what are you doing?
well, I want
You're try something
to
new?
give an example. First of all, I love
So-
the badge, but,
Yeah. So we do, I don't know, which camera are you on?
You want me to put
This
it
one
on?
back
too?
yeah,
here?
swap to,
So this is what we call a letter bank. Careful that.
oh, it's
the
black. It's not
base.
working.
Oh, the
Oh, what
camera's black.
happened?
I don't know. Someone may have kicked it off. I'll have to turn,
Okay.
go back
Yeah.
to one, and I'm going to
Yeah.
get you a closer camera. So it's
Yeah.
all good.
So the letter bank is basically wood or MDF, and it's got acrylic in it, and the kids can slide their money down in there. Yeah. Tooth Fairy
Ooh,
money or whatever.
two.
Yep, sure it is. And I mean, we do various things. Like here's an example. So this is this is just a pot holder. It says rise and shine, mother cluckers. But
We're gonna get Rachel one of those.
it's one of my favorite things, and this is one of our biggest sellers, believe it or not, is this sign. And it's a simple sign, but it's a 5 stars, and you can put it in your bathroom, and it says wood poop here again.
I love it.
5 stars. Yeah.
We got to have that one for the bathroom.
I love it.
Especially
One of the
girls.
one of the things that was big for us during the Mother's Day rush, of course, were these multi-layer signs. We call them the hanging heart signs.
Oh, that's so pretty.
And it is down at the
sorry, guys. You're good.
okay. Down at the bottom, it's got, we heart Nina or we heart grandma or whatever. And then it's got all the grandkids. Here you go. Then it's got all the grandkids names and stuff on them.
That is so cute.
I
want to, let me,
really cute.
I'm trying to figure out a way to where I can actually turn my camera around, but that's not working very well.
Mine would
so, but I want to get,
right now,
so sorry for anybody. I'm making very, very, very dizzy.
Can you turn
right
it
now.
sideways?
Oh yeah. That'll help.
Well,
as we do this.
It's okay. I'm going to fix it. I got to fix it.
Make it better there. Yeah.
It did.
Yes, it did.
Okay. So that is, that's the hanging hearts frame, and we can go up to 25 hearts if we need to.
So cute. What a great little family. You have a Tiffany in your family?
I have a Tiffany. Yep. I have a Jennifer. I have a Sean and a Caitlin.
So cute. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Take that one away.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm going to try and get my camera to where it's just kind of.
Let's see. So the big thing, of course, for Christmas are the ornaments.
Oh my gosh. That's so
Yeah.
cute.
So we're doing, we've got all first responder ornaments, police, fire. And we can engrave on the back of these ornaments, and we do quite often, for especially on the service ornaments for dates of service and things like that.
Oh, I love that. All right. So
I love it.
What are these ornaments run?
Yes.
These run anywhere like these service ornaments are $13.
Yes,
and
that's totally reasonable.
I think it's an additional $2 if you want something engraved on the back.
Oh
But
my
these
gosh,
are
really?
these are
That's
multi-layer
awesome.
wood and MDF ornaments. There's the U.S. Army.
Oh my gosh, these are awesome.
Yeah.
These are awesome. Okay, so I'm definitely going to have to.
Oh my gosh.
I'm already
There's
I
a
already
Mickey
see
Mouse
myself.
one. There's a Mickey Mouse
Yeah,
one.
and then
I'm sorry.
of course we're big Disney fans, so
we'll
do
be
a
there
lot
next
of
week.
Oh, we're going week after you.
Oh my gosh.
Are you really?
For the
How
whole
funny.
week.
No, when?
Actually, we leave on the 18th.
We leave the 6th.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're looking forward to been planning it for 2 years. Can't wait. Are you going to World?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
My niece works there and she's helped us plan it. So
Well,
it'll be
fantastic.
interesting.
I've never gone to Disney. I mean, I've never been to the
first.
No, I mean, I've been to Disney World multiple times.
I've been to
as a
Disneyland.
kid.
Yeah.
I've never been to the California one.
I've been to
So-
Disneyland when
But
I was
you've
a
never
kid.
been to Florida,
Not to Disney World in Florida.
Epcot or
Yeah.
anything like
Nope,
that.
none of it.
You're gonna love it.
I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
it's so awesome.
My husband and I, it's like we're kids too. We're like,
I'm gonna turn
we're
this camera.
so excited.
So here's
Oh, wait, hang on.
yeah, sorry.
No, I went.
Oh, I
Here's
love
more of
that.
our Christmas
Can I hold that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, what the camera?
would it be easier for me to hold the camera?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how you can flip the camera, because that would make it a lot easier.
Oh, it's backwards.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm not backwards
Oh.
right now. No, I'm not backwards. Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
cute. So this is so for those of you who are listening on the radio, it's kind of, I want to be able to describe what I'm holding in my hand.
So it's a wood and acrylic. That's that center part.
That is so pretty.
See-through
And it's
kind of
Santa going over
mhm.
a town.
And
we do a lot of customizations on our ornaments for families, right? We can do family names, we can do years, we can, we've done a bunch of our our first, Mr. and Mrs. our 1st
Uh-huh.
Christmas kind of things. Yeah.
All right, so I have a total idea with this one right
Okay.
here. So that I want to leave that on the table because I want you to do something for me.
After when we go off at 11, we're gonna be going back through this going, okay, we need this, we need that.
So pretty. These are beautiful.
Yeah.
What a great gift.
We
So that
do
says
those. We've got a bunch of different kinds of ornaments that have to do with angels or just, for family members who have passed on.
Yeah, I love that because you can add to. But this one says your life was a blessing, your memory a treasure. You lived beyond.
You need me to read it?
You lived beyond words, missed beyond measure.
Yeah.
So cute.
Aw.
That's awesome.
And then we do a bunch of little signs like these. There's Snuggle This Muggle.
Anybody loves a Harry
Hogwarts,
Potter?
yeah, Hogwarts, Quidditch, and then
I have
here's another my favorite.
I have a sister and my brother that both love it. Just pooping.
You know how I'd be. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. I think
These are, believe it or
Oh
not,
my gosh, that is so
people
cute,
like
too.
bathroom humor. I mean,
Okay,
Yes.
so-
You have to have bathroom humor.
So I had just bought like 3 different signs before I made it over to your booth.
yeah, we were at the farmers market here in Burleson.
Yeah, and those were all.
And we're doing the Elks thing. We're doing this at the high school. The Elk Strutters have a thing going on the 11th. Instead of doing the farmers market this year, we're doing the Elk Strutters.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, there's a door hanger sign that we
Oh,
do.
this is Believe, and
Yeah.
it's Santa going over the trees.
Yeah.
I have to give the visual for
I'm
those
trying
who
to-
are listening.
trying to swap cameras and it won't let me. So trying to turn it
Oh
around.
my gosh, you've got a bathroom word search.
Yeah, bathroom word search.
I'm sorry, that's on his website.
Now, we've done several of these. We have these for football, basketball, volleyball,
Okay.
golf, baseball, you name it. And these are
They're silhouettes, right?
they're silhouettes and they're multi-layered silhouettes.
Gosh, they're
Oh,
awesome.
I'm showing myself.
Yeah, there you go. Multi-layered silhouette signs. And these are basically 8 by
That's
10.
super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And no matter what sport, I mean,
Correct.
you can do that for
We've got it for
multiple
almost every
sports.
sport.
Yeah.
cheerleading.
So one of the things that we just
Challenging him.
recently decided to do was kind of branch out and decide and determine whether or not I could actually engrave a photo.
Okay.
And so we tweaked out the photo for this here. This was a radio show host who was very prominent,
Yes.
and he had 5 rules to live by, but you can see we engraved it on a cutting board. This is the
That's cute.
small version. We did a large version as well.
Wow, that's super
really
cool.
good.
But
So
we can do that on acrylic. We can do that on wood. We just get a good photo. We can do the photo, the photo
That's
and
really
whatever
clear.
word you want to add.
that's so cool. So Doc Thompson's rules to live by: don't be a jerk, keep the talent happy, always come clean. It's not offensive if it's true. Oh man, that's a big
Man,
Yeah.
I know, right?
one. And that's really hard on radio. 'cause
Right.
You can offend someone
And
in
the
5
last,
seconds.
the last one's a big one too.
Just because you can doesn't mean
Mean you
you
should.
should.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the should be
Love-
like the rules of Twitter.
Yeah, seriously. Straight up.
100%.
Straight up.
But
So-
yeah, so I mean, just various other things. We get a lot of this
Aw.
for Christmas. A lot of these
A little puzzle.
puzzles that
like
you can,
with- and
you know,
it's
for
their
toddlers.
name.
Yeah.
It's amazing what you can do with a laser engraving machine.
I know.
Oh.
I'm just fascinated.
Well, our mind wasn't expanded when we first got it. So we were like, what can we do? Can we only do this? Can we only do this? No, you can almost literally do anything. Now, the one thing that we can't do yet until I get my second laser, and that is engrave metal. If it's powder coated,
But
like
you're
the
going
tumblers
for
and
that.
stuff,
Right.
we can do that. But a lot of people want their guns,
Uh-huh.
done,
Yeah.
or they want, just different types of metal, like their tools engraved. We can't do that yet,
Mhm.
but we will be able to soon. It just
I
takes a different type of
definitely-
laser than
yeah.
what we've
When
got.
you get it, let me know. I have a gun that is
Okay.
a family gun that I would love.
So this
engraved.
here, and I don't know, Tiffany.
Jamie got a gun too.
How do you want me to do this? Jamie got
The
it.
gun.
Yeah.
I know. I was,
Let's check
I
and
went-
see if anybody was paying attention.
I was
to me.
going. That went right into my head, and I started singing it.
All right. So this
I'm
is
gonna wind up breaking these glasses.
you're not.
Wife's
You're doing
gonna
good.
get you.
You're
but
doing good.
This, I mean, obviously you don't get the wine bottle and the glasses. Now, I will tell you,
What?
we can't engrave on the glasses.
I was about to say,
Yes.
engraving the glasses.
But it's primarily this wine caddy. And we can do one with 2 glasses. We've done one with 4 glasses. We can do up to 6 glasses. And then we can put names, whatever else you want on it.
Wine a little,
Wine a
you'll
little.
feel
Wine-
better.
yeah.
You'll feel better.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to focus on the words wine a little. you'll feel better, because if you whine a lot,
you'll feel more better
until the morning.
That's right.
And then we might be talking about
whine a lot
something
and you'll
else.
feel more better.
Right.
Then we did a lot of these. These are simple for us to do,
Okay.
but you can put anything on these. We did one for a coach, and all the players signed the little cards on the inside.
My gosh.
Fantastic.
It's
so
called favorite scriptures. But it can be anything.
It can be anything. And it's just,
it's blank pieces of paper.
But you can put whatever you want in there.
I love that.
But it's just a great stocking stuffer idea. That's the thing.
And what do those run?
These are $13.
Super cute. Your pricing is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, our
awesome.
pricing is really good. My wife takes care of a lot of that for us. Just because we're not out here to, make people spend tons of money.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a lot of work. So.
But at the same time, if there's a business out there who wants ornaments for all of their employees for Christmas, we can bust those out relatively quickly. These little stocking stuffer type things, we can do those pretty quickly.
Yeah, I've got. So. I know. We've talked about ducks before, and now I know what I want to do.
I almost brought that one that I did for you, but it has a little error.
No, I got a better idea now from looking at your other
I
stuff.
know.
Okay.
Well, and because I kind of knew that was going to happen.
I may know what you're thinking.
Yeah, it'll
be interesting.
I think the deeper you and your wife got into starting to, I don't want to say play, but experimenting with different products and different ideas.
Yep.
That's what really helps with branding too, and giving the businesses that are coming to you great ideas on how to offer something different as a promo item.
Correct. And that's a lot of what we want to do, is get into the business of helping companies promote their own business. We promote our business as well. And Romika is actually a combination of several names to come up with that word.
Okay. Give us, what's the breakdown?
Ron.
Right.
Misty.
Yes.
Caitlin.
Yes, which is your daughter.
My 15-year-old.
Wife and daughter.
I was going to ask, what is there
and we did
with that?
We did Rokami, Mikaro. We did it with Romika. It sounded better.
I love it.
Beautiful.
It just flowed.
And it was a great way.
Plus we found the domain.
Never there. That one's available. Yeah, first COVID shot, second COVID shot.
Yeah, and their shot glasses?
Yeah, my shot glasses.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And then of course we have a pint glass that goes with it that says COVID booster on it.
Oh, love it. Okay, so Nona's already shopping online.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
RomikaDesigns.com.
Is that a set? $8 for both of those?
It's a $8 for the shots and then $8 for the pint glass. So $16 for the set. Yeah.
Again.
Hey, Myra. I'm so glad you're joining us. She said, super cute and great ideas is the business here in Burleson. Yes,
yes, we are here in Burleson, and we can have you meet us if you order something. As a matter of fact, we're doing that several times today. We can meet you somewhere. We can come to the house if you want to pick it up. We can
meet here at the radio station.
Yeah, we can deliver here. It doesn't matter. I mean, we're a local business,
right.
And a lot of people picked up our cards at the farmers market, and we are hearing from a lot of those people.
Well, so, I mean, how did you do too? Because you were also at the Power of Heels event too. That was at Pathway.
We did the Pathway Power of Heels. Fantastic church, by the way. This church is beautiful.
So beautiful.
Have you not been in there before?
I had not been in that church.
Well, so it's even changed since.
Yeah, I mean,
I was in there last.
I mean, it's completely changed because they added the sanctuary.
Yeah.
So that the way you got to see it was not how it was.
Really?
Yeah, they just added on the sanctuary, which is to the left. So when you went in those doors originally, there was nothing
right
to the left side. The sanctuary. Well, I don't want to say the sanctuary. Where our praise and worship room was the gym. And so the goal was to add the sanctuary so that they could give the gym back to the kids.
So
that they could have their space. And honestly, they actually turned it back over. It was a really cute thing. But I had not been back in person since COVID because I got so used to watching church online at home.
Right.
I was watching everything from afar because I would go from one church service to the next online. I was like, this is great. I can just keep on rocking and rolling. So I hadn't been in there until the Power of Heels event. And
it is
was just
such a beautiful place. And we did okay. We didn't do super, but it was just, there was a lot of traffic and a lot of people looking. But we do okay at the farmers markets when people come out. Some we do better at than others. This last one, was our number one show that we've done all season
Good.
long.
I am telling you,
I don't know
Chaz-
why it was. Maybe we had a good location or whatever it was.
I think you had a good location, but
I didn't even make it
Chaz-
over there.
The
Chaz-
weather was great.
The weather was great.
And Chaz Forster, who runs the farmers market, does an incredible job at really putting it out there and and promoting
Yeah.
it.
He's been great with us.
And Joko Community Radio is a huge supporter. We share the events all the time. And then, of course, you have to give a shout out to the city of Burleson, and Alex Phillips. He's really great at getting that information out there too, and sharing and promoting.
Yeah.
And it to not support it and promote it, then you're not supporting and promoting small business.
Correct.
And so there's also several nonprofits that will have booths at times that are out there that are trying to get their word out about their cause and what they're, what they might need, current helps with. But it's a great way to introduce a new product to people.
It is.
And it's just growing.
One of the things we found is sometimes we take too many products to the farmers market, and it just overwhelms people when they walk in the booth. And we're not trying to do that. Of course, we don't want to be
trying to give ideas,
jack of all trades, but we do find that, making something like this wine caddy will trigger someone's idea process, and they'll go, "Oh, can you do this with this and this?" Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Before they finish the question, I'm typically, "Yep, sure can."
Yep. We're going to hit commercial break here in about a minute, and we can definitely dive in on the branding when we come back, but also the intentional part of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So that when you're heading out to the farmer's market, or you're heading out to, the Elks, which is, a school, shopping event that they're going to put on, or if you're heading out to a B2B marketing event.
Correct.
So having the right type of products with you for each one of those events, that helps to not have too much of let's just bring the whole kit and caboodle with us.
Correct. Yeah.
But if there's no intention with that, then you're stuck. You've spent a lot of time unpacking, repacking, unloading, reloading a bunch of stuff that isn't going to sell because that's not your customer.
That's correct.
So we're going to talk more about intentional branding and intentional marketing when we come back from the break here on the Joko Business Connections here on Joko Community Radio with Romika Designs. Mr. Ron Phillips is here. We'll be back in just a minute.
At Romika Designs, we're more than just a laser engraving and specialty design company. Much more. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs, and if you can dream it, we can probably make it. We can custom laser cut and engrave on nearly all material. Great for one-of-a-kind gifts, home decor, business and specialty items, or personalized and logo designs created just for you or your company. Allow us to become your go-to gift and specialty project partner. Romika Designs can help make your ideas a reality. We're ready to help you design and create that special gift for any occasion, or engrave your personal or business logo on just about any product. View our designs at romikadesigns.com, or simply email us with your ideas. We specialize in custom design and would be honored to have the opportunity to discuss it with you. Call us at 817-400-4040, email info@romikadesigns.com, or visit us on the web at romikadesigns.com.
Out of deck carpet giving you the blues? Tired of your old dingy and broken tile? Let my friends at the Floor Store in Cleveland, Texas give your home the makeover it deserves. This is Old Taco Joe coming to you for the Floor Store. Whether it's carpet, tile, wood flooring, or real wood laminate, the Floor Store can cover all of your flooring needs. Located at 405 West Henderson Street in Cleveland, Texas, owner Brent Harris can help. Shower tile, tub surrounds, even backsplashes. Give them a call today at 817-641-9444. The Floor Store, they got you covered. When you're hungry for tender brisket or some delicious homemade cobbler, then look no further than Leach Brothers Barbecue, located at 1106 East Henderson, Cleburne, Texas. Leach Brothers has been family owned and operated since 1950. Take it from me, Taco Joe Orwinski. Todd and his family have been filling my belly breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a long time. Heck, I even have my own booth, open Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Come see them for dine-in, carry-out, and all your catering needs.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
Boy. Something about this.
That's a handsome voice that we hear. Yeah.
It's a Texan voice, that's for sure.
I was listening to you guys. Welcome back to the second half of Joco Business Connections here on Joco Community Radio. We are proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas. That's right. When I say that, we were talking about the radio station in general, because we got a lot of wonderful shows and show hosts that are here that are proud to be a part of this. We are live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen, go to TuneIn Joco. That's TuneInJoco.com, where you can download the free app. That's right. TuneIn is free. You do not have to pay for it. Just click the little hidden X in the top right, and it will take you into the app. Search for Joco Community Radio. Give us a little heart. All of our shows can also be found on any one of your favorite podcast platforms, such as Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and Spreaker. Check out our lineup and more at jococommunityradio.com. And thanks for tuning in. This episode and more brought to you by Next Level Claims, making your insurance work for you. That's right. We have to make sure your insurance is working for you. And a lot of times they're not. They don't want to pay that claim.
Nope.
That hail damage happens, wind damage happens, whatever it is that happens, they don't want to pay it. You got to have someone who's ready to fight in your corner and help you get paid on that claim. And that's what Next Level Claims does for you. So reach out to your local Texas sales representative, Nona Reed, at 844-TEX-HAIL. That's 844-TEXHAIL. And get her in your corner before the next storm hits. I was trying to give a little Texas accent there on the end, and mine's not good at all. So, although I've been told from Jersey friends that I do have a little bit of a Texas accent now. I'm like,
You can't help it if you live down here for any amount of time.
Yeah. I still say you guys,
You
and
guys,
then sometimes I say y'all.
I say y'all.
And
Y'all.
well, y'all are from here.
Y'all.
You know.
We are.
I even say y'alls.
And let's be real now. I've lived here half of my life now.
Yes.
So I'm thinking
She really is.
I think
She
I've
really
earned
is
the damn Yankee status. Can we just say that, please? I think I've earned it.
It's
right?
fine.
All right.
Well, hey,
You'll let
as
it
my mom
stand?
says, I wasn't born in Texas, but I got
here
here
as fast as I could.
She was born in Denver, Colorado,
Yeah.
and she got here as fast as she could.
Yeah.
Although I love going to Denver, Colorado.
Yeah. Well, I like to go travel around too, but I mean, there's great
Be there
places.
too.
There's great places to staycation in Texas.
Yes.
But today we're talking about business connections. Ron Phillips with Romika Designs is joining us here at the table, also with Mojo 50 Radio. If you tune in this week at 8 a.m. Central Time, actually, no, you guys are 7
We're
a.m.
7.
Yeah. So we're 7 to 8 normally. The rest of this week, we've been told will be 7 to 9.
7 to 9. Yep.
Yeah.
So you get a freebie. Tanya's usually for It's a Good Morning, which is on at 8 a.m. Central Time. She's got a lot going on, so she's got to focus on some other things right now. So Mojo 50 is going to stretch into that second hour.
Correct. Yeah.
And Joko Vibes will be back at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. And then, of course, we've got Movie Dudes at 9 a.m. on Friday, 9 to 11, talking movies, entertainment, sports, you name it. These guys are seriously funny. So, and informative, I must say. Yeah.
Great show.
Really enjoy it. So
Need to
welcome back.
Talk to them about the new Ghostbusters show.
Yeah. So we were talking about all these amazing gift ideas and branding ideas that Romika Designs creates, and that's ROMIKA designs.com, that you can go and check out everything that not everything that they do is on
Correct.
their website. So if there's
we're
lots of custom work.
Right. We're primarily a custom shop, but any of those things that are on the website might spark an idea. And if it does, all you have to do is reach out to us. We probably can do it. It's simple enough for us to take someone's logo. Where we run into the problem is someone with a real fancy multicolored logo. The bottom line is if you're going to engrave a logo, it needs to be black. on a white background.
Mhm.
So we have to figure out how to make this multicolored logo a black and white basic image, right?
Right.
Because that's how you engrave it. So a lot of that has to do with the way the engraving takes place. A laser engraver basically is either on or off when it cuts across there. So we can usually take that and make it work. So.
Well, and if you can't, I mean, I always recommend this anyway. If you're a business and you're serious about your business, you have to invest in. You've got to invest with someone who can actually do the artwork for you.
Correct.
So, and that's from the time that your logo is first created. When your logo is first created, you've got to be able to have it in multiple. You got to be able to have it digitized right from the beginning.
Correct.
Because that makes it a lot easier on your printers, your engravers, and everything else. So spend the money. It's an investment, and you need.
And we do our own graphic design work where we're at. So because that's typically me, and so a lot of times, if you can give me a digital file, I can make it work.
You can make it work.
Yeah. The concern we get from a lot of people is all I have is this picture taken with my cell phone. Well, then a lot of times we end up just recreating the logo as close as we can get to doing something. But again, it's worth the call.
Yeah, and see,
Let
that's
us know.
That's a lot. I mean, that's a lot more work, though. I mean, for me, I want to help people be ready with those steps right from the beginning. Be serious about it. Be intentional about it when you're creating the logos. That it's ready to go, and you're thinking ahead of. What's going to change next year with my business, right? How and being intentional with your promotional products. I want to just go there really quick because I think that's super important. This gives you a way if you were to reach out to Ron or Misty and looking for promotional products. It's really easy to go get pens. I just want to say that it's really
easy to go get pens.
Well, what does that do for you?
Correct.
And so it's really important to be intentional when you can do custom branding with acrylic and wood and other things like that. You can, I mean, customization it's really important. That's when you're a small business and you're an entrepreneur, it's all about customization, not just for what you're providing to your client, but what it says about your business in general, right? I mean, everybody, you can go out and pick, I don't know how many different, I don't know why pest control popped into my head, but I must be
one of the things.
I must be the need, right?
One of the things that we can do, I mean, we can do things from acrylic keychains, which is simple, and we can knock those out pretty quick, to, I mean, just personalized, like, we do signs, and we can make these at the 12-inch, the 18-inch size with big frames around them for family members that are veterans that have and those
hold
it
up to that camera,
and those that may have passed on or lost their lives in combat or what have you. But we can do things like that, and because I'm a veteran, I love doing things like this. This is kind of a this is one of those things that I sit down and think about it and put a lot of effort into, because quite honestly, anybody who's a veteran earned that from me.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. And thank you for your service, by the way. But that's a really cool idea too, that if you were, taking a plaque like that to, let's say, the farmer's market, or over to the Elks thing, but then taking it to a B2B type of event where you're offering branding products, that's something that can be customized in a different way.
Correct.
What a cool idea to take on a new employee to your company and immediately have a gift for them.
Correct.
Right? Like, hey, welcome to the team.
Yeah,
right?
Because that's a simple phone call with a name and a title, and have it ready for them the day they show up for work the first time.
Yeah.
We can typically turn around smaller items like this within 24 hours. A lot of people will ask us, hey, can I have that before 14 days from now? Well, you could probably have it tomorrow if you'll just send me what you need.
So your turnarout time is fast.
Yeah, super fast.
I don't know how you have time for all that you do.
Well, quite honestly, I don't know either. It just happens.
Between the radio shows and the engraving.
Yeah,
well,
we talked about like us.
Well, we talked about that yesterday. I don't know who said it when we were, or was that Monday? I don't know, when we were out in the getting other stuff done out here, and you said to someone, well, she's really busy or something like that. And I just, as a business person and just as a person in general, I don't know what I would do
if you weren't that
Yeah,
busy.
if I right. I mean,
Oh, I think they said, "I'll try to get back with her when she's not busy." And I go,
That's never.
that's never.
yeah,
I'm like,
it's just it's making an
Yeah.
appointment is really what
Yeah.
it is. I mean, I've got to calendar things, and so that I can have very specific time and be intentional
Mhm.
with being intentional with my time is really what it comes down to, right?
Mhm.
And that's that idea. I don't typically like the word busy, right? Because busy is like busy work. Well, I'm just pushing papers around and I'm trying to stay busy. I'm not trying to stay busy. Ron's not trying to stay busy.
Right.
You're not trying to stay busy. These are things that have to be done, and
We're hustlers.
or you want
Correct.
them to be
Things,
done.
things that we've chosen to make a difference with is
Right.
what that is. And
Right.
if you're running a business, you choose to make a difference with your
Right.
business.
Yeah.
And so in order to make
It's
that
not-
difference, you just have to keep
Right.
working.
It's not
So-
going to run itself.
Correct.
You've got to run it.
It's
Yep.
I think talking about like the restaurant business is one of the best examples. If you open a restaurant for the first time, you have to be present at the restaurant. You cannot
You have to
open
be.
a restaurant and say, "God, I hired an awesome GM and
I
let
got
them
it."
run with it."
Yeah.
That is
Mm-mm.
not how it works. You have to launch a business and you have to be present until you know and are confident that it can run itself with the proper management.
Correct.
I mean, you have to, and when you're an entrepreneur, I mean, that's it. You are it.
Mhm.
And for most small businesses and most entrepreneurs, you are it.
Right.
You know,
100%.
until you get to a point to where you have to bring on, other team members that can help
Well, and
you
that's like us.
juggle.
That's when we started our business. I'm an entrepreneur just all the time. I have been for years
Mhm.
and years. We've probably got 4 or 5 family businesses
Mhm.
now. But when we started this one, because of what it is, I mean, you're on the clock, so to speak, from sun up to
Right.
sundown and every time in between. And so
Mhm.
if you're going to be successful, you have to work the business.
Right.
You have to make people know, here's what I offer, here's how I can offer it, here's how I can help you. What can I do for
Right.
you?
Right.
People need to know that. And
Mhm.
so we're always constantly out on social media. Our social media handles for Romika Designs is at Romika Designs on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. My daughter does TikToks for us, believe it or not. Hell yeah.
I need her to come in here.
I
and do
love
I know.
TikToks
I'm like,
'cause
man.
I love TikToks.
We-
TikToks are great because she'll put them together for us and knock them out, and we'll get 150, 200 people look at them in 20 minutes, and
yeah.
we'll get a few orders from them, and that's the way it works. But on Facebook, it's Romika Designs, and we're everywhere that we need to be to get out there to
Mhm.
get information to people. And that's it. It's 90% of doing business is making sure people know your name.
Mark, you've got a brand and then you've got to market it. Absolutely. TikTok's one of those things where I was about to say, I don't have time for that. But the reality is that I need to hire a social media manager who
Mhm.
can handle that.
Yeah.
Right.
So don't be afraid to delegate. And when you are first starting your own business, these are some things that you have to budget for. Marketing is your number one budgeting. You've got to budget to market your business, and in whatever that fits for your business, whether it's social media, whether it's in-person networking, or all and above, because I believe all of it's important. But everybody's your target market's different.
Right.
So where you're going to market is going to be different. So you
Correct.
have to dive into that too. I got a few tips here when you're building your brand strategy that you need to do. So define who you are. That's number one. Who are you as a company? If you're not clear on who you are as a brand, your branding will feel scattered and confusing.
Mhm.
And again, then diving into, okay, am I just going to buy some pens to throw in a bag? Or do we have a bigger voice here and want to be more intentional, because we don't want the potential customer to throw that pen in a drawer with the 50 other pens that they just got.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
So then you just get lost and it's not out there in front of everybody. So after we get through this list, I want to talk about some specific things that you think are great.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think I have ever intentionally picked up a pen to read it.
Right.
I'll use a pen all day long. If it's there, I pick it up, I write with it, and I put it down. I don't think I've ever picked one up to read it.
Yeah.
Right.
So now, why do people buy?
I think because it's a cost-effective way to put your name
Maybe.
out there. But is it cost-effective if they're not looking at it?
If they're not looking at it,
Right.
what difference does it make?
I may pick one up that's on my desk in the other room and look at it and go, I haven't touched base with her in a while.
Correct.
Sometimes it's that kind of reminder, but it's not where I go to look to decide if I'm going to, I need a new realtor. Let me see who's on my pens.
Yep.
I'm not knocking people who do pens for promotional products. If it's in your budget and it works for you, great, it works for you.
Yep.
But like you said, Ron, is it really working for you?
I mean, a nice catchy phrase would poop here. It's funny that the sign is probably one of our biggest money makers.
Right.
I know.
It really is.
I believe you.
But it catches the attention. And that's the thing. Because you could always go and put your company name on the back of it. It's
or
weird.
why not on the front?
Or on the front. Yeah. I mean, it can be engraved anywhere.
I mean, think about that.
People look at this sign.
What a great sign that is if you are think about the branding possibilities with it.
I know. I was just thinking I have a friend that has porta potties. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Company. I mean, look, you could be a number of things and enjoy some comedy aspect of this.
Yes,
if it catches people's,
really
attention, they will look at it. That's the thing.
Yeah. Make people go, what?
Diapers?
Just like that commercial my husband and I watched the other day. I was like, what?
We've got we got several other ones, but our other big seller that I didn't bring today, it says, this is a bathroom. It is not an internet cafe. Shit and split. Yeah.
You need
I need that one. I already have 3. Okay, wait.
You need to get your sign you made
and put
engraved.
I can do that.
The one over the toilet.
Yes.
I've
seen that one. I can probably do that.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the paper ripped.
I know.
And we're not talking about toilet.
It's funny. It's funny you say that. I probably have a picture of that sign on my phone right now.
Okay, so I think you did take a picture of it.
Yeah. I mean, it does get attention. I mean, we've heard people come in, especially guests, and make a comment about it,
Yeah. And then
things for the entertainment or,
And then I still walk in there and find the toilet seat up.
Yes.
Like, how can we make the sign bigger? And just a little brighter. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. So I've got one sitting on the back of one of the toilets in the guest bathroom in our house that says, "Hello, sweet cheeks."
Yep, we've got.
And I got a few other
ones. You didn't
ones.
buy that one from him, did you?
No, because we weren't in the same place when I bought it. So I bought it before
we've got a
I
Hello
got
Sweet
in his
Cheeks sign,
booth. But he can make any of those. So I'll have to share some pictures, but you need to share probably some more pictures of those. So one, again, building your brand strategy, defining who you are is number one. Okay, this is a bathroom, not an internet. Yes. That is so awesome. I need that for my kid for sure. Your next step after you define who you are is understanding your point of difference. This is so important in branding. What makes you different from the other brands out there? Why should your customers work with you over the competition? This is really important.
Right.
This is what sets you apart. And it's not just about what sets you apart. And I'm going to use realtors as an example here because there's a lot of realtors, right? And that's a question you have to ask. Okay, what makes me different as a realtor than other realtors? Why should you do business with me and use me over other realtors? Some of that is recognizing who your customer is too. So understanding your point of difference is also knowing that not everybody is your customer, and it's the same. It's the same thing with any type of business. It's the same thing we say about this radio station and the different radio shows that are on here. Not every show is going to be for every single person.
Correct.
I mean, straight up, if you're very conservative and reserved, and I'm not talking in the political sense, I'm talking in the general sense that you're more on the conservative reserve side. You may not want to tune into abnormal realities.
I was just thinking that. Yeah, that's
Right?
that's my other show on this
That
network.
makes me so happy and
But
laugh.
it is
I mean,
it is a
good-
hilarious spin on paranormal, but it's a little
and my
risque.
kids
So
are
I love it.
really excited about your upcoming
oh, my
situation.
upcoming
I
ghost
told
hunt.
them.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm freaking
Haley
Do we have a
want-
date on that yet?
Haley
What's
yeah,
the date?
December 12th. We're
December
Haley
going.
12th.
says
Okay.
she wants to be there.
Oh, I am
If you
freaking
need-
out
if
so
you need
bad,
help.
dude.
She would lose her mind.
No,
we're going
she
to-
wouldn't. That's what's weird.
Well,
that
she
child,
you think she wouldn't, but
We're
this
going
is
to the
different.
I know
the most
we've been to
haunted
that. I mean, we've
location,
seen it.
the most haunted house
Yeah.
in Texas,
Mhm.
or in the
Yeah.
country, even potentially. It's called the Haunted Hill House, about an hour from here in
Yeah.
Mineral Wells. I've
Yes.
never been on a haunted. I've never been on a ghost hunt. I'm skeptic.
She's like scringing.
No.
My co-host Rocky
Uh-huh.
has done this a lot. So, but we've got my morning show host Brad Staggs is going with us.
Yeah.
We're just gonna. Have
I
fun.
bet Haley would get scared,
I
but
have to-
I think she
I'm gonna
would
wear a-
muster through
I'm
it.
gonna wear a diaper.
Need to buy you some Depends so you have a diaper.
I really do need to. I need to be like a call-in guest.
I know.
Oh,
not
come
on
on.
that. Not on that episode,
Yeah.
but on a different show, and
Yeah.
talk about it, and just talk about my experiences and the things that I've gone
Yeah.
to as to why
Oh,
I don't want to do it.
positive experiences though. I mean, all of ours have.
Okay, nothing's.
I've never had.
I've had one haunting
Yeah.
experience in one of the houses that I grew up in the old Victorian. It was built in 1900,
Yeah,
and
that's why.
there are
Yeah.
some creepy things that happened in that
Yeah.
house, and it. I don't know if that's why, like when I moved to Texas, where I've only lived in one level homes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because of the upstairs.
No,
Yeah.
no. Well,
Or
it's
the basement.
It's
Oh,
the
the
attic.
basement.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't go in the
attic or
in the-
basement, right?
in the Tudor house. In the Tudor house, we've talked about the Tudor house
Yep.
because it was a very high peaked Tudor, and that attic was scary until my dad started to renovate it. Like
Uh-huh.
he added more rooms because there's 7 kids in our house, but there was a room off of our bedroom. So when you're looking from the front of the house and you're looking at the peaks, there was a room that had like the 2 paned windows that opened,
Oh yeah.
right centered. So
Yeah.
so there were times where I've looked up at the house, and of course my imagination was getting the best of me. But you didn't like looking at that because all it reminded me of was movies,
Yep.
like
Yeah,
scary movies
yes.
where someone's in the window and you're like, oh my God. So
and then you're up there and there's that door that leads to that.
Yeah.
You're like, ooh.
now and nothing ever happened in that house. So that attic, I mean, our brothers would like shove you in there and lock the door and you'd be locked in the attic and holy freak out. Like just like,
Oh.
we're finding
Yeah.
the light on the wall. This is way before cell phones, people. So there was no instant
No.
flashlight. And you just had to talk yourself through it, and while listening to siblings fight outside the door, let her out. Let her out.
No.
Well,
Anyway, but
they better not even try to do that with me because I will come. I will
Oh,
come
I hope
through
we
a
didn't give
wall,
them
a
an idea.
door.
I'm seriously.
Oh, I'm telling
That's
you.
me.
They want us to all do challenges where we go sit in the attic and stuff like that.
No.
I mean, literally, there have been
Let
there
them
have
do
been-
that, not me.
spirits or ghosts in this particular house
Uh-huh.
that have scratched people, that have
Yes.
drawn blood, that have
Mhm.
done stuff like that. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
I'm so out, dude.
So I've never had that intense experience. Like, in
Me
the
neither.
in the Tudor house, it was the basement
Yeah.
that you were afraid of there because it had you could go through the boiler room and then it turned and you went down a long hallway. Like all Dad's tools were on shelves in the long hallway. My mom's flower business was in the boiler room. That's like where she did all of her
Mhm.
her silk flowers. And then once down that long hallway, that's how you got back behind the bar that was in the basement. And you had to step over it wasn't like an open doorway. You had to
Uh-huh.
like step over this short doorway to get back there. It was just scary. It was
Yeah.
just a scary basement. You didn't want to go down there by yourself in the dark. So I don't know. We totally squirreled off onto that. But
yeah.
but I've had, the rest of my experiences have not necessarily been negative, but they still freaked me out
Yeah.
and still interfered with my life for a really long
Mhm.
time. Like I hated living in an apartment by myself. I
and
hardly slept.
To kind of move it back towards branding, I brand my abnormal reality show completely different than I brand my morning show
Right.
because the morning show is more political talk and a little bit less of that, than more comedy. But the one that I do in the evening is zero politics, and it's completely set up for, quote, a release from the day. So people can come to there and take all of the worry that they had throughout the day and let us just play with it. Cause that's what we do. That's what we do it in the evening. Now, I think it plays here at 4 p.m. and then again at 10 p.m. But we do our show live at 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. And then it just replays here first run at night at 10 p.m. So yeah, I'm thankful for that time slot.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank
No,
you.
we love the show. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
We love the show. So I'm going to finish this list. We got a minute.
Okay.
Create your brand mission statement. Your mission statement is the why behind your business. If you're stumped on what your mission is, try filling in this sentence. Our company exists to blank. In 5 years, we plan to blank. Our company exists to. This is where you're figuring out what is the fix. What problem are you trying to fix for your customers? And if you're offering products, there's still a fix there.
Correct.
And you have to understand what that fix is. And each customer, there's one overall fix, and then each of your customers has a specific need too. So, and then again, not everybody is your customers. Remember that too. Write out your values. Your corporate values will not only drive your internal strategy, it will also help you connect externally with your customers. What do you stand for? That's super important. So that's a part of that. And get clear on your ideal customer. You want to make sure when you build a brand, it appeals to your target customers, but it's impossible to do that if you don't know who those customers are. So create an ideal customer avatar and use it to drive your branding process. That's a cool idea.
That is
a super cool idea. So in this one, I'm going to be an intentional customer of Romika Designs because I have a specific need. And with the Joko Jeep, we want to do some ducking and stay with that. So we're going to create something very intentional. So check out romikadesigns.com. Get your Christmas orders in now. He can do anything and everything that you need. Ron, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you. We're cutting off Christmas orders on the 14th.
The 14th. Okay. Yep. All right. That's 2 weeks, people. Get on it. Have a great day. We'll see you back here next week on Joko Business Connections.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, Joko Community Radio.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. As demonstrators crowd the plaza outside their building,